Welcome into the Fantasy Football Forge. I think we're live. We live. How's the volume? Let me know if it's not good. Should be good. Chris Moore out, no doubt. It's pretty clear. We got a good game going on here. After a lackluster first half, things are happening. In London. Okay. I think we are ready to go. Already hungry again. And when I'm hungry, I get angry. So please ask me questions to distract me. Alright, Lamar takes it from first and goal. Shoves his way forward about 6 yards. It was first and goal from just about the 10-yard line. So, it'll be about maybe a long 4 to go, but a short 5. 4 to go. Second and goal. Okay, everybody early thinks it's going to be the Ravens. What's up, CC? Thank you for stopping in, as always. Cop at 1. Biased. Okay. No, I like Cup a lot this week. Did you see what Jamar Chase did last week? And I got Stephon Diggs also ahead of Tyreek Hill, if that's what you're trying to talk about. I think Dolphins are going to be running a lot. No point to being biased. I mean, honestly, it's like bad juju if I'm trying to put my own guys up higher. I don't want to do that. Third and goal. There's no way you're going to make it there, Lamar. Lamar stops short. It's going to be fourth and goal from about 1.5 yards out. Well, nice to see you, Anthony. Welcome in. CC, hope you're doing well. But Baltimore's got a 5-point lead here. 13 minutes left to go. About as Justin Tucker's going to kick a little field goal in there. 20-yard attempt. I think this is shorter than an extra point. Maybe. Probably. And he makes it. What a surprise. Good day for Justin Tucker owners. I think that's his 5th field goal. Yeah, 5th field goal. No extra point, though. Oh, yeah. Not much news coming out so far this morning, other than if you missed it from earlier this morning, Sam Laporta, good to go. A little bit of weather for the Chicago-Minnesota game dampens your hopes for that. Just a touch, but all good. He's Eckler. Christian McCaffrey's going up against Cleveland. Bijan, you know, they don't really get touchdowns. Raheem Mostert, I mean, I already have him really high at number 4. I'm going to put him all the way at number 1. I don't think Travis Etienne quite has number 1 material, but hey, he's up here. You know, Tony Pollard could be a good week for them. Going up against LA. He might be the RB1, but I'm not about to rank him as the RB1. I mean, these are the only 2 you can put at 1, is Austin Eckler and Christian McCaffrey. Eckler just edged out Christian McCaffrey. I mean, are you sitting one or the other? No. What's it matter? Top 10, top 12 rankings don't freaking matter. You're playing those guys. That's why nobody asks me about those guys. How about that game though tonight? That Eckler. That should be a fun game. Between Dallas and the Chargers. Jesus. That's tomorrow night, not tonight. Tonight's game, Bills Giants. Oh yeah, that'll be fun. What did I watch? Oh, anybody but Tony. I watched the original Day of the Dead movie for the first time ever last night. Have you ever watched it? The George Romero film. How'd you like it? I don't really like zombie movies in general too much. Not that there's not some really good ones out there, but like especially the old school zombies have never interested me, so I never really looked out those movies too much. But I thought the movie was really good. I mean, I know it's supposed to be pretty darn good. Not amazing, but good. Like more enjoyable than I thought it would be. More storyline than I thought it would be. All right, Titans starting to drive just short of the first down on first downs. It would be second and a foot inches at a yard line somewhere on the field. Malik Willis is in after Ryan Tannehill got injured earlier. I didn't notice that. So Tannehill's in the locker room for that right ankle injury. Malik Willis is in. There's a lot of old movies that are really good. But yeah, I mean, even the, some of the special effects, like the zombie makeup, when it's just that green, it's so obviously makeup. Whereas CGI can do better or worse than obvious makeup. But some of the effects were freaking cool. And they had a really good effects artist on there, Tom Savini. But some of that stuff was like in the beginning, that zombie who didn't have half of a jaw. I don't know how they did that one. Without, CGI, you can just paint it out. I guess they just probably had a false head spot. Had the head lower. All right, Malik Willis moving the ball. I think he did something there. Slid down. First and 10, he got 3 yards, so second and 7. I think it's 1984 movie. I don't think it's that old, but it kind of feels like it. Feels like a 70s movie. Second and 7. Titans are, moving the ball. Derrick Henry gets it, goes down for about a yard. Maybe. Was that Henry? Yeah. Ooh. You'll need to come for the morning sessions. Those are a lot more active. If you have Anthony Richardson in any of your leagues, guys, he's considering season-ending injury, so think long-term if you're getting a replacement there. Malik Willis gets out of the pocket and scrambles for about 3 yards on 3rd and 8, so that'll bring up 4th and 5 from their own 41 yard line. They will be punting the ball. On 46 yard line. 41. 46. Tannehill rode the cart to the x-ray room. They always use a cart now, so of course. Anything lower body. Oh, it's a bump in here. Foreman or B-Rob? I get B-Rob ahead of Foreman, don't I? I don't. I have Foreman ahead of B-Rob. Higher scoring game. With the win, that might help things too. To force teams to run a little bit more than maybe they would have otherwise. And I really don't like B-Rob against... who are they playing against here? I just know that was part of the reason is the matchup. But I don't remember the matchup. Oh, the Falcons are freaking stout against the run, and B-Rob doesn't really catch the pass too much. Not that Foreman does, but a little bit of a better matchup for Foreman. So I like Foreman. Better chance for a touchdown, I think. Better chance to be more efficient per run. And, you know, probably a similar amount of runs. Maybe a run or two less than B-Rob, or 3 or 4. But I like Foreman. It's close. If you have a strong feeling either way, I would just go with that. I'm probably low on Brian Robinson this week. Yeah, get that DuckDuckGo. Protect your privacy, homies. DuckDuckGo commercial, by the way. That wasn't totally random. Alright, in case anybody owns Devon Achane, expected to return post-buy, in case you missed that from earlier this morning. Stefan should be in here at some point. Had a guy ask me where's the chat on my upload from this morning's live thing. There is no chat. Alright, Ravens run it on is this just a replay? No. Ravens pass it on first down to Zay Flowers for 8 yards. Starting at their own 10-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 2. They're 18. Yep. Lamar gets it, hands it off to Gus, who had a hole, but get clogged up in it, and goes for about 3 yards. It's a first down. Might be 2 yards. Didn't say 2 yards. That brings Gus up to... He's just been getting yards. 37 yards. Little bit out of clip here. Against this good rushing defense. Alright, we've got 3 wide receivers wide, and we just drop it off to Gus, who gets stuffed in the backfield for a yard loss. It's going to be 2nd and 11 from 19-yard line? Yeah. Their own 19. Alright, keeping Gus out there. We got Flowers out wide, of course. I'd like to see some more Mark Andrews for fantasy reasons. preferably. And, 3 wide receivers, 4 wide receivers or something. Mark Andrews, there we go. Gives it to him deep. That's a big play. Looks like he wants a penalty as well. Wouldn't be surprised if there was one there. But that was a big play. 38 yards to Mark Andrews there. Right down the seam. Theo Bonin, uno momento. First down, rushes it with Gus Edwards, like 3 yards. Do I wait it out with Barkley? What's your option if you don't? All right, so start Kyren, Pittman, Mixon, Metcalf, Pierce. P.S. I gave Davis just in case. Okay, all right. Full PPR. No, I mean, I'm not overly excited about Barkley, even if he does play. The news has been really bad about where his ankle's at, and it really just doesn't sound like he's going to play when you read the tea leaves, or he'll just be heavily limited heavily limited physically and probably a little bit limited in his workload if he does go. So Kyren Williams, not overly excited about this week. Pittman, I do like quite a bit. Metcalf, Pierce, I'm guessing that is Damian Pierce, not too excited about that, but I think DK Metcalf is the play here and just roll with it. Anything could happen in that Seattle game, but Metcalf has been solid so far this season, and there's a chance that game is a high scoring back and forth affair. I think anything, there's a chance that they absolutely kill it. Anything's game for that. So I have DK Metcalf one spot ahead of Pittman. I think I would start Pittman or Metcalf, depending on what you feel there. I have Metcalf one spot ahead of Pittman there. Kyren, not too far ahead. I mean, you got guys that you can start definitely instead of waiting on Barkley and then going with Gabe Davis. I think everybody there ranked ahead of Gabe Davis except for Damian Pierce. So my call would just be Metcalf. Go with it, ride with it, hope for the best. You want a little bit of a safer floor, Kyren Williams would be your floor guy. Do I know Mr. Beast? I know of him. I don't watch him, and I definitely don't know him. I guess it'd be kind of cool if I did. Maybe. Like I said, I don't even really watch him. I know of Mr. Beast. Any particular reason why? Alright. We got 1st and 10 here. Baltimore at the opponent 28-yard line here. Driving. Just to give it a little swing pass out to Zay Jones. Had a couple blockers in him. Didn't really follow his blocks. Goes up about 7 yards or so. Should be 2nd and 3 there. I am better than him. Well, go tell the world that, please. Thank you. That's very kind. He doesn't do this kind of analysis, I don't think. But shit, I'll take it. Take it all day. He's pretty big. Like, I appreciate it, Theo. Let me know though if he does give fantasy advice. I didn't know, so if he does, that's awesome. I don't have that option yet. I don't have enough subscribers yet. I haven't made any kind of like other donate option because it did lower at like 750 subs. I'll get one, a donate option. I do have, if in the description, I do have. Well, I can't even think of the name of it. There is a donate option in there, in the description. I can't. What's that website? Patreon. I do have a Patreon that you can donate through. At least I believe you can. I don't think I ever put on my credentials on Patreon, but I will get a donate button sooner than later here. And like I said, you can go on to Patreon and donate there, and I can, you can do that, but you really don't have to. Just subscribe, like every video, comment on them. That all helps a lot. The goal right now is growth. With growth will come great thanks. Alright, still no real new news coming out. Looks like, did they go for it on 3rd and short? That was a whistle that came through. They have Mark Andrews take that? So it's 3rd and 1. Hey, I appreciate you asking about that, Theo, if you're still around. Very much. And yeah, they had a direct snap to Mark Andrews. It's not looking like it worked. 4th and 1. No gain for Mark. I would have liked that 10th of a point. And Justin Tucker is ready to go out there, but has not gone out there yet. Well, that's surprising he didn't get a first down on that. Must have been a really long one. It was a long one. Gosh, it sure looked like he would have. Don't know, tough to tell there. So 4th and inches, and challenge flag is in John Harbaugh's right hand. He's in constant communication with the upstairs guys. Justin Tucker's out there for the field goal. Looks like the challenge flag is... He just talked with Mark Andrews a little bit. It looked like he was getting ready to put the challenge flag back in his pocket. He didn't. Kick is up, unless he threw it off camera. It goes through. Justin Tucker continues to have a really good fantasy day. 4 minutes, 16 seconds left. They have an 11-point lead over Tennessee. Tennessee obviously going to be getting the ball back here. I don't know. They're going to need to go down and score quick. It doesn't look like Mark Andrews is going to have a big day. But the tight end, 4 for 69, is all right. All right, so we have got a 1 vote for the Titans, 4 votes for the Ravens so far. All right, Titans start at their 25-yard line. 1st and 10 here. Malik Willis still in at quarterback, and he gets taken down for about a 5-yard sack. They might be kind, make it 4. They might be mean and make it 6. I'm going to guess it was a 5-yard sack. Oh. 9-yard sack? Didn't start at their... They start at their 30? It was a 9-yard sack. I don't know what I saw. All right. 2nd and 19. Oh, okay. And there's a flag down on 2nd and 19 coming from the back, so I think that's probably going to be on Baltimore there. Yeah, Marlon Humphrey draws the interference. Defensive pass interference there. Seemed weak. Okay, illegal contact. That makes sense. It's like that wouldn't be right. So that's a 5-yard penalty, automatic 1st down, 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line this time around. Scrambles, gets out of the pocket. He's wide open. Got 10 yards, 10.5 yards on that. So that is a 1st down. 3 minutes, 21 seconds. The clock stops. He got out of bounds on that run. Malik Willis. He'll go from their 30-yard line, 31, 30, 31, 32. They give him a nice spot there, 32-yard line. And it is caught, but he is in bounds there. Is that Kyle Phillips? Yeah, short left to Kyle Phillips, 6 yards. Oh. Sorry, casual sports fan. Hopefully I didn't keep you waiting. Full PPR, flex, Saquon, Palmer, or Gallup. So if you didn't play Saquon, you could go with any of those options. I see. How do I have Palmer and Gallup ranked? I've got Palmer well ahead of Gallup. I still don't trust Gallup. I do like that matchup a little bit for him this week. Gosh. Personally, I think if Saquon was going, I would probably play him. I wouldn't bother playing him over 4 because that's gonna, yeah, and then that. Well, full PPR, huh? Yeah, I think I would. I don't know about rather, but worst case scenario, it's a toss up between like Josh Palmer, even Michael Gallup, and Jerome Ford. I don't like Jerome Ford much this week. So you would still have, if you play Saquon though, and he's out, then you can't play Gallup and Palmer, can you? So I think you have to play Ford. And I think I personally would go Saquon if he's playing and just limit my expectations. And then I have Palmer ranked over Michael Gallup. And so despite the difference in the competition there, the defenses that they're going up against. Let me see how my projections looked at that. So Josh Palmer, I've projected it from 5 to 9 points. Michael Gallup, 4 to 7. Much better matchup, though. That is such a conundrum. So I think you have to play Ford, essentially. Otherwise, you might get stuck not having somebody in at your running back spot. Pretty sure. And then I would play Saquon if he's going. And if he's not going, Josh Palmer is your floor. Do I want to go against my rankings? One moment, I see a question came up. I'm trying to just quick finish a piece of advice that I have. So we will Gallup. Yeah. Yeah, I got Josh Palmer second there if Saquon's not playing. It feels wrong, but it's the right call. All right. Carlin Kramer, thank you for coming on through. Casual sports fan. A lot of uncertainty there, but hopefully that helps you out. And let me know if that... Okay, you're welcome. Take care, man. Appreciate you very much for stopping on through. Carlin Kramer, Amari Cooper, KJ Osborne, Nico Collins, Garrett Wilson, pick 3. I got to go to the rankings for this one, so... Cooper, Osborne. I think it's going to be Nico, Cooper, and Garrett Wilson via my rankings. And KJ Osborne, as much as I like the upside, I don't quite trust as much. If you really wanted to get him in there, I think Nico Collins would be who I would start him over. But the rankings say Garrett Wilson, so I'll go with my rankings on that. I would start KJ over Garrett. And am I wrong here? Amari Cooper, odd man out? No, KJ Osborne. Where are you? Oh. I'm sticking with how I have them ranked. I spent a lot of time on these rankings. So I would go KJ Osborne, Garrett Wilson, Nico Collins. And leave Amari Cooper out there. And yeah, just hope he doesn't have a big day. It's not a massive downgrade based on how Deshaun Watson plays so far this season and the career of PJ Walker. They have a similar ADOT, so it just comes down to accuracy. 10% accuracy difference between the two. So that's where Amari Cooper could be, inconsistent with the balls that get thrown his way. Otherwise, not too concerned about him, but don't like him still. T-Dog Crew, what's up? Ayuk or Nico Collins, and then at flex Saquon or Ridley. Well, I think you're going to have to play Ridley because Saquon, if Ridley gets ruled out tonight, which he very well might be, then you would have nobody there. So I have Ayuk ranked over Nico Collins. Do I like that? Not really. If you want to just go with your gut, and your gut is saying Nico Collins, go right ahead. I'm not going to stop you there. I really don't have a whole lot of hope for Ayuk this week, but given what he's done, given what the team just did against Dallas last week, you can't put him too low either as far as rankings go. But I would go Ayuk and Ridley is my advice, and I'm okay if you wanted to go Nico over Ayuk. Odie, what's up? Falcons, Texans, Lions. I've gotten the Falcons a lot, and to me, so far, I think I've answered the Falcons 1.5 times. The other person actually had Jacksonville as an option, too, that they hadn't thought of. And so Jacksonville, if they're on your waiver wire, I like more. I know that. Who's Detroit playing? Versus the Bucks. They've had a pretty good offense. I think the floor and the ceiling is pretty darn good for the Falcons this week going up against the Washington Commanders. So that is the route that I would go. Let me double check Texans here, but I don't feel like Texans have really good playmakers going up against the Saints. It's just doesn't sound like a game where they're going to get like too many great opportunities for turnovers or anything. I go Falcons. Let me make sure my Subverta down. I'll show you him. Unfortunately, he's become quite popular over the last several years. Popular enough that he can charge for his stuff, so you can only see so much of his rankings. But he does kickers and DSTs, and it's subvertadown.com. And so I always like to reference his stuff because I don't do my own projections, and these are projections for defenses. Yeah, he doesn't have any of them up top in this top 8 that he shows. So Falcons is my answer there. All right, Texans have driven. How did they get down here? 48 yard rushing attempt from Tyjae Spears got him down here. Well, that's always fun to see. Tyjae on my bench. T-Dog, if that advice didn't make any sense, you just let me know. Odie, I hope that helps you. Same with T-Dog. I hope the advice helps you guys. Good luck this week. We got about a little over 20 minutes before kickoff here. Just a minute and 17 left in this Tennessee game. So if they do score, minute 7, they are able to score here. They will need to go for an onside kick because 8 points ain't going to get them. And they'll need to go for 2 points as well to get them within 3. So Malik Willis back in the pocket to pass, and he gets gobbled up. Pocket closed down on him fairly quickly. No timeouts, so the clock is ticking down to 55 seconds here. 2nd and goal. Not looking good for the Titans to be able to make this comeback. It's a 9-yard sack, so it is 2nd and goal from like the 20-yard line. Throws it up for DeAndre, which is something that you do, but it doesn't work out. DeAndre seemingly had a stubbed finger there. Doesn't look like it was a dislocated finger, but that stops the clock at 41 seconds. 3rd and goal. Kells, what's up, Kells? Thanks for coming on through. 22, of course. Can't forget the 22 at the end there. Antonio Gibson or Elijah Moore in the flex. Who's going to the moon? We want to know. Neither? Antonio Gibson, Elijah Moore. I need to look at the projections on this sucker. So, the thing about Elijah Moore is we got that new quarterback in this week, but I don't view that as it's a downgrade, but as a massive downgrade. Elijah, where are you? So about 5.5 to 7 points would be the expectation for Elijah Moore going up against San Francisco. Not great. Backup quarterback. But what does it look like for Gibson? By the way, anybody in chat, if you have an opinion on this, please let Kells know. 2.5 to 6.1. God, I think it's Elijah Moore. Trying to think. Antonio Gibson most likely gets out there in a game where they are trailing by a lot. Atlanta, typically not a team that's going to take a big lead. It should be able to keep things close enough, Kels. So I guess I would go Elijah Moore with this and hope for the best. Good luck, Kels. Thanks for coming on through. Good luck with that. I hope it works out. If you want to look on your waiver wire and ask any names there, I'd feel free to give you a little advice if you're looking to take a shot somewhere else. But Elijah Moore, I mean, not too. Where do I have him ranked? He's up there. So, like, if Curtis Samuel's out there, Robert Woods, Michael Wilson, Tyler Boyd, Kendrick Bourne, those guys are out on your waiver wire. I would think about looking at them. Just throw that out there for you, Kels. Stupid. Give me a chair. Jesus. All right, Zach Moss, that's Zach Moss for me. He's been way too good this season. He's not going to see all of his workload disappear, and probably not in 1 week either. But it looks like the Ravens got a first down, and that's going to be the game there. 37 seconds left. Or did they just... Oh, Tennessee kicked a field goal, which actually makes sense given the situation they were in. And then just kicked off. So Ravens ball, 37 seconds. It's the game, unless I'm wrong with the Ravens having got that. Yeah, Isaiah likely got it. All right, so game over in London, barring something crazy, stupid happening. Christian Rodriguez, hope that helps you out. Good luck with that, Zach Moss. Is that how I have it ranked? Yeah, just barely. James Walsh, James Cook, or T. Higgins? You know, I've gotten this question in one form or another several times this morning, James, and ultimately I go with James Cook here. I would say T. Higgins is a boom or bust option, so if you're absolutely looking for a ceiling, if your opponent had players that absolutely went off on you in the Thursday night game and this morning game, something like that, and you're not confident in your team's ability to come back without somebody absolutely flying off the rocker, then I would go Higgins over Cook. But Cook's going to be your safer floor play, and Higgins does have a chance of busting once again. He hasn't looked like himself so far this season. There's just a lot of questions surrounding that. We don't know for sure after last week, especially given the defense that they played against, if this Kansas City offense is really back or not. So kind of want to see it for one more week, and all the questions surrounding Higgins himself, just go Cook in a solid matchup for him. Connor LaRousse, thank you very much. Palmer or Downs, PPR? I think I've got Downs there, right? Josh Downs, several spots ahead of Josh Palmer there. Especially full PPR, I would go Josh Downs there over Palmer. Good chance he could have another solid day. So hopefully that works out for you, Connor. Thank you for coming on through. James with the second question here. Kettle chips or Laporta hips? I got Laporta ahead of Kittle. And I think I'm going to say I would stick with that regardless here. What I did say on my injury report video that I release on Saturdays, that if you are just concerned that Laporta might be some sort of decoy or something like that, I would feel okay playing like Evan Ingram, Dallas Goedert over him, but I did cut it off right there. And for a reason, George Kittle's just as up or down, and I have Sam Laporta as a must start currently, so I would go Laporta. You know that you can be made to look like a jackass if you're sitting Kittle and he goes off, and Laporta, especially if Laporta doesn't also go off. So that's always the risk with Kittle. He's very inconsistent, but the good days are really, really good. But I'd stick with how I have him ranked. Laporta seems to be fine. It seems to just be something that just kind of flared up. It really doesn't seem like it was a major injury that like he's going to be a decoy. But it is still, a little bit riskier than not if he hadn't been injured midweek. All right, so Ravens win that game 24-16. We've got about a little over 15 minutes prior to kickoff for the main slate of games. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in the main slate. 4 for the 4 p.m., which is always nice. I hate when they do more than that. 3 of them starting at 4:25. And then kind of a lame Sunday night game, but you just never know what will happen. Maybe Tyrod Taylor can do something with this offense. Probably not. Let me know what game you're most excited about in the 1 o'clock. I think Minnesota-Chicago could be really fun. San Fran versus Cleveland is my kind of game, potentially. I do like good defenses. A lot of people don't like to watch that kind of game, though. Indianapolis-Jacksonville, they play each other hard, so it's usually not as exciting as it can be. Could be fun. Seattle-Cincinnati, I could see that going any which way. Any team winning by a large margin, by a small margin, it being a shootout or it being a defensive battle against each other, just don't know what to expect with that. Washington, Atlanta's interesting. An interesting set of games. So, obviously, with 10 votes in, we're past the point of this poll needs to end. We had a 90% chance, 90% vote in favor of the Ravens winning. A few of those votes came in towards the end of that game. Tannehill did get injured. Went and had x-rays. Probably not a broken bone. But we'll see. That would not be great for DeAndre Hopkins. Might be good for Derrick Henry. They would have to run, try and establish the run more. Crazy. What's up? PPR, start one. There you are, Stefan. I'm like, where the heck is Stefan? There's always a chance. All right. One moment, Stefan. I'll be back to you. Crazy. PPR, start one. Addison, Olave, Jacoby. Have Hockenson at tight end. So obviously letting me know that because of Addison. I do believe I still have Olave ranked the highest. I don't love it. It's kind of a start your studs ranking a little bit. Definitely nervous about him. But that is my recommendation there. I'm not overly excited about Jacoby. You do have Hockenson. I'm pretty excited about Addison and the week that he could have. So I would say Olave for not even a floor. But because of the Hockenson thing, Olave's maybe your ceiling shot and Addison is your high floor play. Like if you play Addison and Hockenson in this game against this defense, you give yourself a really, really high floor. Like I have Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua going, and like last week, it's like you think about it, and it's like my floor between the two of them is like 30 points or something, like 25 to 30. And so Addison, Hockenson, you I think probably get something along those lines too. A little bit of win there. The official answer is Olave. I'm pretty cool with Addison as just giving yourself a really, really high floor there. Crazy. Yeah. And then Jacoby, I have him in between them in the rankings, one spot ahead of Addison. Been really good this season, but as I recall, I don't love the matchup for Jacoby. That is the Patriots defense is pretty banged up. I mean, you could always say it's a 50-50 shot between the other two. I'll go Jacoby. Yeah, I mean, is this full PPR? Dude, crazy. I don't know. That's crazy. I have them all ranked closely. I'm nervous about Chris Olave, but that is my ultimate recommendation there. So that's my advice. Crazy, but it feels like there's about a 33% chance I get that right. Like I said, I do think you could always go Addison, and just if you feel pretty confident this week against your opponent, that gives you, I think, a really high floor this week for 22, 24 points at least, like combined between them some way or another, even if one of them kind of fails, and that means the other one probably had a really good day. Stefan, you're welcome, Crazy. Thank you for coming on through. Any chance Jahan Dotson has a good day? Of course there is a chance. I don't think he makes it into these rankings, even there, though, and that's what, top 52 minus like 5 people, so he's really not high up in my rankings. Need 2 at the flex. PPR, tight end. 1.5 PPR. Stefan, you formatted that weird. Laporta, Tutu, Cooper, Dotson, or Kendrick Bourne. That's Amari Cooper. Okay. I was thinking Cooper Kupp. Kendrick Bourne. I mean, I love Kendrick Bourne this week, but I am not starting him over Amari Cooper, unfortunately. Probably or Tutu. Or Tutu. Tutu I have ranked higher than Cooper Kupp. You got Laporta. I got Laporta pretty high. Oh boy, Stefan. Oh boy, Stefan. I gotta answer this quick. Let me look at these projections. I gotta see the numbers on Laporta. How does he? 6.5 to 11 points. So you just don't get much of a ceiling with these tight ends ever. Whereas Tutu, 8 to 12, but we know that situation. Laporta's your save play. Tutu's your upside shot. A little bit risky. Amari Cooper, you know, is risky. Jahan Dotson, I wouldn't do it. Kendrick Bourne is a total gut check. I like him a lot this week. So, you know, I might go Laporta there unless you are in a bad matchup and you need some upside. Terrell T. Need to Olave, London, half PPR. I see 2 players there, so I'm going to go Olave and London. Question mark. Otherwise, it's Olave over London. I am a little bit excited about London and nervous about Olave, but it is still Olave over London for me. And Daniel, Collins or Ayuk? I believe I do have Ayuk ranked over Collins. Not overly excited about Nico this week. I'm definitely really nervous about Ayuk this week, but you take the talent of Ayuk and this offense, and there's always a chance that he at least has a decent day, and there's still a chance that he has a really good day. So I do have Ayuk ranked higher than Collins, so that is my answer. You know, if you have a strong gut feeling, I'm not totally opposed to Nico Collins. He projects really, really well, Nico. Nico or Chris Godwin? I think Nico? Question mark? I'm looking at how I have him ranked. It's really not close. Nico, Godwin. Yeah, I got Nico over Godwin there, Kels. So that is the route I would go. Like I said, Nico projects really, really well. A little bit nervous about him with the matchup this week. Don't love it. And, you know, Chris Godwin would be all about Chris Godwin if Mike Evans were injured still. But don't think he is. Edward coming in. And what's up, Edward? Yo, full PPR. Start 1. Brees, Olave, Garrett Wilson, Myers, Christian Kirk. Full PPR, start 1. So I'm going to lean wide receiver over running back. So we'll sit Brees Hall over to the side for a moment. We'll choose between the wide receivers. Olave, Garrett Wilson, Myers, Christian Kirk. A lot of people are asking very similar questions, and I still can never keep it straight. So I have Olave ranked the highest out of this bunch. Am I confident about that? No, I'm not. So I'll say my secondary pick for that bunch. Who is it? Probably Garrett Wilson? Christian Kirk? No. Thank I have Christian Kirk one spot behind Chris Olave. So honestly, I think I might start Christian Kirk over Olave if it's my own lineup. That is not how I have it ranked, but it is incredibly close, and I might go with Christian Kirk over that. So Christian Kirk or Olave, like I said, I think if it's my lineup, I'd probably go Christian Kirk. Just feels better to me. Feels better to me. Nervous about Olave, but, you know, it is Chris Olave. So you take the risk, and would I start Breece Hall over either of them? Nah, no. So Christian Kirk or Olave? Flip a coin? I don't know. Kirk? You're welcome, Stefan. Thank you very, very much for coming on through. Kells. Chris Godwin or Ayuk? You're going... Didn't I answer that? No? Ayuk. You're going Ayuk there. You're not loving it. Not loving it. Chris Godwin, if you want a floor. Ayuk, if you want, you know, more than 8 points. But he could absolutely fail. Warriors unite! We got 5 minutes prior to kickoff. So Ayuk's risky. Chris Godwin hasn't been good all season. I think Mike Evans is healthy, which scares me for Chris Godwin. So I still go Ayuk. There. Fantasy. You are my fantasy. Atwell, Boyd, or DeMarcado full PPR. We're going to go 2-2 out of that bunch. And hope that it works out. That's how I have it ranked. DeMarcado, you know, I probably would have said him for the floor if Keontae Ingram wasn't playing, but Keontae is going to be playing. So I got 2-2 out of that bunch, ranked the highest, and cross my fingers I give you the right answer there if you go with it. Terrell, Olave, London, Breece Hall, choose 2 PPR. Okay. Did I read it wrong earlier? I'm sorry if I did. Olave, so it comes to London or Breece Hall here, and I think that the projections are going to say Breece Hall, and I think my gut is going to tell you London, because here's why. Washington absolutely sucks against deep balls, and, you know, London is good at going balls deep. So that would push you towards London there. I said something in there, you know, that was on purpose. I couldn't help it. I'm trying to quick locate the projections on this. Come on, London. Drake London, 6 points to like 12 points I have on that. Breece Hall, 6 points to not that. What's 85% of 16 points? I got Breece Hall with a little bit better of a ceiling and a similar floor to Drake London. I like Drake London. I like Drake London personally. That's my call. Nothing wrong with going Breece Hall over him if you wanted to. Thank you, Stefan, again for your kind words. CC, do you think James Cook will reach his points projections? On what, my points? Balls deep. Anthony Halverson, that is how you get Anthony Halverson to come out of the woodwork there. Tricks, Moss, Stevenson, Madison, or Pierce. CC, just clarify, are you talking about my points projections or any single website? Zach Moss, Ramondre Stevenson, Alexander Madison, or Pierce. Mike, off the top of my head, I want to say Madison? Yeah. I'm going to have Madison rank the highest there. So, Madison is a good rushing matchup. My biggest concern is that it just gets into a back and forth passing game. But I think that Minnesota is going to want to try to run the ball for as long as they can. And as long as they can continue to score on their drives, they should at least be able to keep some sort of balanced attack. It's if they get behind early, quick. But the wind should help everything for Madison in regards to keeping that game maybe a little bit closer. So I go Madison there. I feel James Cook will reach any protected points because he's facing the Giants. Well, yeah, but I mean that just might mean more running for like Latavius Murray and stuff to run down the clock. Ray Gamer, is it okay if I bench Saquon for Metcalf in my flex? Too risky to wait. Yep, I think it's okay. Too risky to wait. I agree. You're fine. Go ahead and do it. Might even recommend Metcalf over Saquon this week. Let's make sure there's no. Well, I have a quick moment here. All questions are answered. Any breaking news stuff coming out about players and their usage? Philadelphia center Jason Kelsey will make his 145th start. I don't think that matters. Colts owner surprise workers at Jacksonville Hotel. Okay. Rokon Smith. 15 minutes ago. I don't know what that. What? Officials take jurisdiction over the game site 100 minutes prior to kickoff. Ejections can be handed out during the warm-up period, and replay can. I don't know what this is about. Football zebras. All right. Sam Howell has been sacked so many times. Yeah. Doesn't look like there is any big reports about player usage coming out. Ray Gamer, I hope that advice works out for you. I think you're making the right call there. That's it. No news. 1 p.m. Woo. All right, hot balls. CC, I guess I'll try and answer that question if you're still hanging around. What are my points projections for him? So I'm changing my points projections as far as the ceilings go, but I still have them up as they were this week. They're a little nasty aggressive. I mean, I think there's a good shot, CC. The quick answer, regardless of what it is, I think there's a good shot he has an above average game. So, yeah. Even though kind of arguing with Anthony Halverson, basically agree with him. It's a very good matchup. You're welcome, Trix. Thanks for coming on through. Hope that works out for you. Played the Eagles D over the Ravens. Did that worked out, right? Well, we don't know yet for the Eagles, but Ravens D, did they didn't. Probably just had an okay day. 12. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. Philadelphia's defense is always just a question mark, but they got Zach Wilson there. I mean, this could be a good Ravens Philadelphia game. It's always possible. All right, so the games have begun. I'm just gonna hang out just in case. Anthony Halverson, I bet you I know what's in that Snapchat there. Oh, nice, cool trade. Hope that works out well for you there, Ray. Should. What kind of games do you play, Ray? Anthony Halverson might be interested in gaming with you. If you play LOL, little League of Legends. All right, we're going to wrap this stream up. Thank you, everybody. Forgets. I appreciate you coming on through very much. Appreciate the questions, the likes, the comments, the subs. I don't know if there were any, but appreciate them if there were. Let's find out. This morning I had 5 subs. How did we do in the afternoon? 2. All right. 4 fewer likes. Ray, Jalen Hurts, Waddle, Olave, Montgomery, James Cook, your roster here. Hawkinson, Metcalf, and Flex are your starting roster. Appreciate it, Ray. Hope you like the content. Hope it works for you. If there's too many videos or anything, you can always just, turn it off from notifications if you have those on. Eagles D. So, Hurts, Waddle, Olave, Montgomery, James Cook, Hawkinson. I mean, it's a nice starting lineup. Fairbairn, Eagles D. It's standard scoring, okay. So Montgomery, plus there for standard scoring with him. Probably helps Olave a little bit in standard scoring, maybe going forward. James Cook kind of hurts him a little bit, but he gives you a really nice, good floor. Hawkinson's going to be, Hawkinson. Probably even better than Hawkinson going forward. Metcalf's so far been pretty good for standard. Yeah, it's a nice roster. Waddle should be better going forward, hopefully. All right, I want to watch some football. I need to get some food in the oven. I'm hungry. Thank you for the sub very much, Ray. I appreciate it. Muchas gracias, señor. All right. Where's the button? End stream. Peace out. Love you all so much. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the games here. Your Sunday. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.